folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and welcome back to the Minecraft 2025 Let's Play Adventure, where today, dear Deadpool, it is the 5th month of the year. It is May. It's May the 3rd at the moment, because this is a little bit unusual. We actually did, for the first episode of the year, a multiplayer video. Me and Micah, for the first couple of days, we did a tour of everything I've created, which I thought would be like a nice refresher for folks watching, maybe a good jumping off point for people who are new to the series. If you are someone who hasn't been keeping up with it since it started, you know, jumping in kind of in Micah's shoes and seeing everything that's new, everything that's been built since January, I thought would be make for a good video, and I believe that it did. But now we need to prepare for what we're going to do in the month ahead. The month of April was a little bit random. We didn't really have big goals going into it, and we do have a couple of ideas for big goals. But first, I need to discuss to you a concept that I have come up with for the month of May, because this month has been the first time that, or I guess I should say last month, April, was the first time since the series started where a lot of the episodes were coming down to the wire. And there were a few episodes I was up past midnight editing, and they needed to go out in like 6 hours. So we're going to be making some changes to the entire series. The month of May is a month of minutes. We're focusing on smaller videos. And when I say smaller, I don't mean bringing them down from an hour to 30 or 40 minutes. I mean, I'm targeting very short videos for this month. We've kind of done the big Minecraft things already. We built the big house. We're going to be making it bigger soon. We defeated the End Dragon. We defeated some Withers. We built a fully maxed out beacon that doesn't work for some reason. I'm not sure what's happening there. It does definitely work if you go all the way to the bottom of the world. It just doesn't make it all the way out. It's odd. I'm not sure what to make of that. I'll have to look into it. That broke with the update to 21.5, which we are in, by the way, as you would have seen in the last couple of videos. So I'm going to be focusing on very tight, very small videos, very small projects, because even though there are things I want to do in the future that are going to be big projects and big videos, what we're going to do from now on, at least for the month of May, and we'll see how it goes, is little projects each day. Every single day we're going to work on a little bitty project, just as almost more like a vlog in Minecraft than some of the more traditional Let's Play videos we've been doing. And those will lead up to big projects. All right? And I've actually already filled up a board over here with some of the things that I would like to do. So we've got a turtle hatching cage. That's going to be a good one. That's going to be a cage where we can very easily hatch the turtle younglings from their eggs, have them grow up, automatically collect their scoots, and then set them free into the world. Then we have Free the Turtles. Yeah, we're actually going to free the turtles. We're going to let them go. I think that'll be a good one. We've got Axolotl Breeding Chamber. It's pretty self-explanatory. Breed axolotls to a dozen. I want a clean dozen axolotls. I don't know why. It just seemed like a good number. Fix outdoor lighting. I don't know why I didn't think about the hanging vines, like the glowing caveberry vines for over there. I don't know why I went with lamps, but wouldn't it look more natural to have just hanging vines? And I want to do that all around the base as well, right? So instead of having torches everywhere like we currently have, maybe just have like a couple of glowing berry bushes here and there, and maybe also bulbs. We'll kind of see as we go. Lanterns, we'll figure it out. But we really do need to fix outdoor lighting across both islands. Secret tunnel to the Yates Estates. Very self-explanatory. I want to dig a secret tunnel that goes from my base to the Yates Estates and maybe comes out in the basement over there or something like that with a secret door using pistons or something. That sounds like it could be fun. Better trade hall. Again, a very simple one. Very much what it sounds like. Currently, all of our villagers that we do with trading are lined up right here, and there's no room for expansion. And what I want to do is get rid of all that and then also cut this out right here. So trim that away, smooth all of this out, have this big hill still be here, but hollow it out and have the trade hall kind of extend out into the island and also underground, and have plenty of room for far more individuals and traders and things, and eventually make this the trading capital of the server. That could be fun. That's something I would like to do. And maybe even add another nether portal over here that's linked to the roof of the nether. Because I feel like maybe that's far enough away from all of these portals. If it's like on that side of the island, we might ought to be able to make a separate portal. But we'll have to kind of experiment and see. But I thought that would be fun. It'd be something to work towards. Something else I want to do is I want to decorate the portals in the nether on the roof, but that's not on the board today. So, focusing on what we've got here, build a bigger cross. That one was supposed to be a lot bigger. I feel like I actually can't see it all that well anymore. It no longer stands out against the skyline, probably because the big mountains in the background there have rendered in, and I can't even see it anymore. I feel like it used to be more distinct against the skyline. Is it just because of what's in the background there? I suppose. Well, that's it right there. Yeah, the mountains in the background are a bit distracting. We'll have to just build it bigger, and when it's bigger, it'll be more obvious. And the way we're going to do that is we're actually going to leave that one in place, and what I kind of like the idea of is building the bigger one around it and have that one be on the inside. So you go inside the big cross, and there's a smaller cross. And then we've got, these are all from last month, and we never ended up doing them, but expand Gilliam Island. In order to do that one, we're going to need a lot more sand, which means that I would actually like to go figure out how to do the stacked hopper thing, see if I can figure that out. Expand Fortress Vassalgen. Now, currently, we call our house Fortress Vassalgen. However, I've been thinking about relocating the name, not the base. It's not really a fortress, it's our house. I guess you could say that everything underneath is our fortress. But, I mean, when you got a name like Fortress Vassalgen, it needs to feel like the kind of place that can withstand a siege. And if we have someone lay a siege here, they're just going to break through the windows and enter my house. I have no defenses. I mean, there's a giant cave open to the sea that invaders could just storm through and then run up the stairs and kill me in my sleep. We haven't really considered security here. So Fortress Vassalgen, that looks cool. I'm not quite sure what's happening there. It's going through the water! Oh, that does look good, doesn't it? Look at that. Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, sorry. For Fortress Vassalgen, it says expand. That might be divided in two. Expand to the house and then relocate Fortress Vassalgen to the top of that mountain over there. Because that mountain looks like a mighty fine place to put a fortress, doesn't it? Imagine standing right here looking over there and seeing a fort coming off the top of that thing. Ooh. And then a secret tunnel underground to link them together. Redesign the Nether Island. That is just an eyesore, and it really we need to do something about it. I don't know what to do with it, though. We also need to work on the creeper egg, expanding the base around it. Not necessarily the bowl, not the island bowl, but, well, I'll show you when we come around to it. Automated shulker farm. We'll get to it. We need to get to it. Because if we go inside right now, and I take you deep underground, not quite past the bedrock, and if you're heading down here, I strongly advise that you don't dig straight down. You'll regret that. But we have a problem down here in these caves. Also in the top left now, I don't know if anyone's going to care, but we have our minimum, maximum, and average FPS. And the one all the way on the right, even though you can't see it, that's the maximum. I don't know why you can't see the bit that says max. I have no idea if that can be altered. The one next to it is... well, actually, I don't know. That should be the minimum. That's not how it's working, though. The average is 106, apparently? I don't know if that's accurate. I feel like there's something wrong there. If I open this up, 83... yeah, that's about right. 86, yeah. It works. But the min and average are definitely not working, because that 88 is not the minimum. 86 is not the average. I don't even know what mod that is. It's probably going to be under, like, video settings somewhere. I didn't know we could change the height of the clouds. Display FPS. Here we go. Off, simple, and advanced. Let's see. Displays the current FPS. Advanced mode also displays the minimum as well as 15-second average. I mean, I feel like it doesn't display the minimum, though. I feel like that just doesn't work at all. What if I leave it on simple? Ooh, that's fun. Okay, apply and let's look at that. Let's see what's going on here. GPU is at 91, memory is at 28. Interesting, I like that. I mean, you can tell we're definitely pushing the GPU. And it is the bits where the GPU gets pressed the hardest, I think, where you can see the FPS drop. And let me know if that's distracting and you don't want it up there, because I can understand why you wouldn't. But also, if you don't want it up there, does it change if I turn on a shadow box, right? Does that change your mind any? Ugh. Actually, I hate that. Ooh. Okay. Memory usage and GPU usage. Okay, check it out. You can have graphics only or memory only. I kind of like having them both, so we'll leave that on. And we'll leave that on for now. And now we can do a fun little... Oh, I'm sorry, right, the reason we're down here. If we have a look inside of these boxes, this is almost full of seeds, and this is completely full of poppies. And this is eventually going to be full of arrows. And what I would like to do is... I would like to have all of these be in a single green shulker. Well, I guess half of them, and then maybe they'd all fit in 2 shulkers. And we'd have more room in there for more seeds. And specifically... I no longer have a place to put poppies, and I want to save all the poppies, and someday I want to build a field, a little house in a field, that every block surrounding it is a poppy. Also, there's other things we need to go do. I'm going to go back to the project board for a second, so I can verify that we've looked at everything up there. I think the shulker farm was the final thing. Yeah. We need to go find the new leaf litter that's been added, as well as we need to go find... something else that just came to mind. It's not coming to me right now. For whatever reason, I can't quite remember what I was going to say. It's something new in the game. It's not fallen logs. Those have been added. That's one of those good things that we should have gotten first, but those filthy, grubby Bedrock players got it first. I keep hearing people say that those were things that were originally in Bedrock that have now been ported. No. Everything that's in Bedrock that isn't in Java is either bad and should go away, or is coming to Java someday and just happened to be beta tested in Bedrock. So those filthy, grimy Bedrock players have to like work out the kinks so us Java players don't have to deal with them. Firefly bushes! I want to go find Firefly bushes. The problem is, as far as I know, Firefly bushes were added to the swamp, and our swamp was already generated, right? So I didn't delete it. I did do a purge of outlying chunks, so... a lot of what you're seeing, actually, like those spiky mountains back there, don't actually exist. Because I've not gone back out to them. Which might actually explain why it's rendered the way that it is, and we can't make the cross out distinctly anymore, and possibly if we flew over to those mountains, it would fix that problem. Oh, and the map got wiped again. So, I've got to go around and, re-add everything. But I did redo the coloring so that regular landmarks are just white, fortresses are green. And as for how many fortresses we have, currently it's just Fortress Vasselgen, but that's only because I haven't traveled through all of the other portals and re-added everything, like the Yates Estates, and... well, no, that wouldn't be green. So, for example, I've not actually gone back through this portal to the end, so these chunks were not removed, but a lot of the ones surrounding them were. So when we spawn back in, as you can see, the map is now filling in. There we go. All of that up there, I don't think will come back unless I go to the surface. I did forget to delete these portal frames. That's on me. That's my mistake. I completely neglected to do that. But apparently there is another way to do them that is compatible with the latest release of the game, so I'm not too pressed on it. But if we make our way up here to the surface, the map ought to start filling in again. Yeah. But distance horizons data all has to be regenerated. And fortunately, like these days, that's all going to be done on a server, not on my local system, which is nice. But as you can see, I'm still taking a bit of a tank to the FPS. And there's undead things here and creepers, so let's not linger. No reason for us to. Now, I'm actually not going to be adding everybody's names back to the villages. Or maybe I will, but I kind of want to redo the entire map setup. If you're a channel member, I want to make sure that your name is displayed somewhere that we actually see more often. I think I've talked about this in previous videos, so haven't exactly decided what we're going to do outside of maybe doing stores and things like that, maybe. Like, for instance, right now we have the Yates Estates, but what we don't have is a name for the equestrian field next door. Maybe we actually move all of the villagers over there, and that's where we have all of the trade posts. So get the villagers off of my island, perhaps. I'm going to come back here, just so I have a bed I can sleep in real quick, get the night past. Bases and fortresses. What do we call this place? The snow cabin? Like, maybe in the future we don't call it that. Maybe in the future it gets named after one of the supporters, because we actually go to the snow cabin with some level of regularity. I don't know, if you're a channel member, you can, feel free to sound off on this with, did you like having villages? Do you want to just keep it at villages, or what do you want to do? Let me know. Other things I'd like to tackle this month include attempting to fix the Nether Fortress to get spawns working properly again, because I'd really like to get a bunch of beacons built. But here we go. And like I said, all of this already existed. Now, literally everything around these few chunks is going to be new. So it is possible that we will get some of those new Firefly bushes sprouting up around here. Maybe not immediately near us, but, I mean, what are the odds that in the area immediately surrounding the swamp, we'll just get another swamp, you know? Like, this is such a small one already. I could have gone ahead and reset this one up here. I don't know why I didn't. Probably should have. Swamp Shack, let's go. I did not leave to go on an adventure. Oh, look, deleted chunk. That's what that looks like, I guess. I did not leave to go on an adventure to specifically locate another swamp right now. That's not what I was setting out to do. That's not what my intentions were. But I kind of figured real quick while we're out and about here, if we just happen to see one nearby. This is such a cool mountain. Oh, gosh, why do I never spawn near places like this? Why do I always find them later on? This is such a cool mountain. Can you imagine having a base that is up inside of these, like, little holes and everything? And just sort of, like, woven into the mountain? Oh, how cool would that be? It can never be, though, because you never actually spawn in cool places like this. I mean, I like our island, don't get me wrong. Our island is cool. And yeah, I'm gonna just check and see what's inside of this boat real quick. Somebody else's treasure. Suspicious stew. I will take the suspicious stew. I'll leave everything else down here. Wouldn't surprise me if there was another one down there, but, it's not for me. I'll leave that to someone else. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. How big is this mushroom field here? It can't actually be that big. Once we get out of Distant Horizons chunks and we get into the real ones. Surrounded by ice as well? Is that normal? I don't think these are the conditions under which mushrooms usually thrive. But this place is really cool. Check it out. Oh my gosh, there's so many mushrooms. Oh my goodness me. This feels unreal that this exists. But here it is. Oh yeah, now we're getting 125 FPS. Nothing's happening. All the work of generating these chunks is on the server at the moment. We're just kind of cruising. Oh, well, kind of hit a wall there for a second, didn't we? Look at this beautiful plain down here. Very spacious. Lots of flowers. Sparse trees. Beautiful. These are all going to be the vanilla creatures because this is the type of biome where you find them. But you notice they're all new. They all just spawn into existence in a giant cluster here together, which is a good time. I completely forgot we should be looking in cold biomes, like newly generated cold biomes for the newly generated cold creatures. Looky there! I did not expect to find them here of all places. There's the Firefly bushes. Look at the Firefly. Oh, well, we've got to bring them back with us. Wait, hold on. Okay, how do you collect these? What is the catch? I don't want to accidentally break them. It looks like we might be able to just punch them. I'm not sure. I'm going to do a quick grok. Apparently you can break them with a tool or a hand. What if I want to make more of them? I don't have any bones on me. I didn't think to bring bones. And I doubt if I brought any in any of these chests here. Okay, we got to find a skeleton. I want to see if I can create more in this biome by just boning the ground or right-clicking those with bones. Are those more? Let's go! The difficulty is hard. I was wondering, because I haven't seen monsters like I feel like I normally do. So I wanted to check and make sure, because the server's been set to hard since, you know, the start of the server, because the original world was set to hard. I'm going to take these back with me, which, I mean, I like that they linger at least for a little while, so they don't just, like, immediately blink out of existence. Here's some skeletons. That's the bones that I actually need down there. Oh, hi, guys. What's up? Yep, I can see where this has gotten me. I think he just died from thorns. So I suppose this video here is going to be a bit of an exception to the new May minutes policy. This one's going to be a little bit on the longer side because I'm doing that classic Reese thing of getting very distracted with a side tangent. But what happens if I right-click one of these? Yes! That is what I wanted to see! Cool, we'll collect the new ones, and we'll leave the originals here. And I'll tell you what, while we're in the area, let's just keep going, why don't we? That's so fun. Okay, so we can light up... Now, I don't think they produce light, right? Well, no, they do. In the area immediately surrounding the bushes. But, I mean, you'd need so many of them for that to actually, like, prevent mob spawns. But that is cool. And it does mean that if we transition to using glowing plants on the Isle of Deadbolt, then this would be sort of one of those perfect additional things to add. But I kind of want to go see one of the new mobs, and then we'll head home. We're seeing cold, like, in the immediate vicinity. I mean, we got frost up here. Oh, easy does it. Let's just go see if we can find a cold chicken or cow or something. Should be right along inside of here. Oh, wait, could we find leaf litter here? Or not leaf litter, but yeah, the daisies. I wanted to get some of those while we were in the area. This is a dangerous place. We'll get some wildflowers is what they're called. Yeah, definitely want to get some of these. Hopefully we can bone meal them as well. And then I don't know what these blue ones are. Oh, these are cornflowers. Have we ever found them naturally? I know we bought them from a wandering trader one time. Cool. All right, well, we're not going to take a lot. We're going to leave most of these behind. Just kind of not mess with the natural landscape too much. A sheep, how are you? Cock-a-doodle-doo and a moo. Anyone around here? Oink, oink, oink. Nope. Let's not do that. Surprise! That was a surprise. He did not see it coming. He was not prepared for it. Well, that's unfortunate. The way the shield sometimes just doesn't work. Oh, okay. Well, that's self-sustaining right there. Not self-sustaining, but it's self-dealing, right? We don't have to involve ourselves in it unless we really want to. I guess if we want the drops, we'd better... No, well... I'm just here for creatures, and then we can... Oh, a fallen log! There it is! Eat your heart out, Bedrock players. Y'all had to deal with all the glitches and bugs, and now we just get the completed perfect package. This place is kind of dead. Whoa. Okay, well, this is kind of cool. I understand that it's cold, so it's less likely to find creatures. Here's some sheep. Something, at least. I see a spy. Oh! Oh! Cold cows, I think we're looking at here? Look at them! Chilly boys! I would love to take you all back to my house. And, are y'all hunting them? I can't it looked like you weren't aiming at me, necessarily. Oh. I was a villager. I would love to take a couple of these back home. I want to start a zoo and get 2 of every type of animal. Or we build a big ark! Yeah! Reese's Ark, and we just fill it with 2 of every type. Alright, let's go. This little cluster of mountains here is cool as well. I like that there's just some acacia trees in here for some reason. I think is what these are. That's quite fun. Yeah, just tucked away inside of here. I mostly just came back there to try to lose some altitude, because I wanted to fly straight through the portal, which I did. But obviously it doesn't work like that. Is this not the direction? Yeah, there we go. I thought I was heading in the right direction. These wildflowers are going to be great, though, because very soon it'll be time to decorate the old place for summer, which means a farewell to cherry blossoms. They're too springish. We need to spring into summer, so to speak. But, folks, dear friends, viewers, channel members, executive producers, that does it for today. Until next time, thank you all for tuning in. God bless each and every single one of you. And I will see you later. Goodbye.